Howdy do, y'all. Tables here. Wanted to do a bit of an update on the channel, update on some personal stuff, and a bit of an update on the Bleed Gladiator that we did in 3.25. Is the one that we league started with. Um, so everything that's been going on with me with my surgery,
Should courage
I
fail
had a
you,
fissure
there is always
in my
faith.
bottom, and I had surgery. Needless to say, it's been a very rough recovery.
My spirit expects
It
you.
hasn't even been a week since the surgery, but it just takes time. So I wouldn't expect too much of anything from me before 3.25, or excuse me, before 3.26. And yeah, so we're just recovering, and it's extremely painful, and I'm I'm working mostly half days and then recovering the rest of the day and all that good stuff. And I've been super transparent with my the people I work with, and they honestly, like, I work for one of the best companies in the world. They have been so accommodating, and beyond that, things are going good, and we're on the road to recovery. Now, as far as the channel goes, I think, if I wanted to be like a real true content creator, I would upload like Zizarin, or Captain Lance, or any name any content creator, Mage Fist, and I would upload constantly. But that's never been my thing. I just make builds that I think are really fun and really cool, and I just want to help. I just want to help people play the game and have a good time in the game, and that's kind of where I think that's kind of where it ends for me. So I think I'm done saying I'm going to do stuff and then not following through, because it doesn't really help anyone to do that. So I think moving forward into 3.26, it's going to be the content that I enjoy, and you know, I'll still do beginning guides and POBs and stuff like that for you guys. Um, but this was never like a career path for me. I already have an amazing career in the civil engineering realm, and if I ever end up popping off on YouTube, then so be it. If not, then I'll have my little slice of heaven, and that's kind of my thinking on the YouTube front for Path of Exile. And that's to say that PoE has a very bright future on YouTube, and I plan to take advantage of that bright future, and continue to make content for you guys, and engage, and do the things that I really enjoy doing for everyone. So that's the update on the channel, essentially. Um, I'm working on things in the background for 3.26. We have a raw guide coming up that I'm just working on in the background, just as I find the time. Um, like, for gosh, dude, like, even today I was in bed for 5 hours just trying to recover from pain. So when I can, I do work, and when I can, I try to do recreational stuff just to take my mind off of it. But we have a raw guide that I've been working on for a few months, and it's not fully finished, but it essentially is a list of bases and mods to look for and crafting advice for ROG. This will be a full ROG guide. Belts, rings. There's still a lot of stuff I need to finish on this, but this ROG guide is coming along quite nicely, and it's very exciting for me to present this to you guys, because I have a lot of experience with ROG, and I've made a lot of money off ROG, a lot. And as far as the Bleed Gladiator goes, I have fully reworked the entire POB. This is one of the best builds I've ever played. Just bar none. I think it's way better than the SRS build, but you can't really compare the two because they're two very, very different, you know, archetypes, I guess you could say. I enjoy them both for their own weaknesses and strengths. This is a 80% deli map, by the way. T16. And I really want to play this on League Start again in Settlers. And I don't think that they're going to be nerfing Gladiator anytime soon because it's not overtly overpowered or anything. And Lacerate as a skill was not really played a whole lot. You know, Lightning Strike is the meta and has been the meta for a while now. So if anything, I think we'll see like very minor buffs, if anything at all. And what we're hoping for is just nothing. Because currently I think Gladiator sits in a very, very, very good spot. The build's capable of heavy defenses with dot cap, or just a mid end game like you see here, which is, you know, this is just normal. This isn't even Lacerate of Hemorrhage, right? This is just the normal Lacerate because I want better clear. And it still does great damage. Like, this is really solid for 80% deli. Like juiced up frags and all that, scarabs. So I'm very pleased with the build. And because I don't think that it's going to be, you know, tweaked in any way in 3.26, I've opted to like fully revamp the POB. And it's something I've been working on the side. And it's, you know, I'll do another video kind of fully breaking it down and giving you guys like the full rundown. But I wanted to, while I had some downtime with this pain, I wanted to kind of work on a couple of things. And this is just like a little sneak peek. We have every loadout, every configuration, every skills section, and every gearing section set up perfectly. You just do the loadout system and it changes every single thing that you need, right? Every single thing, you know, from Act 8 or Act 9, we have all the skills. We have a whole notes section. So this has all been done, and it still needs a couple of things that I need to work on for the mid game right before end game setup, and that'll just come with time. So it's just something I'm working on the side for 3.26. I may or may not do the same thing for the SRS character. It just depends on you know, what changes they make to Necro. I think Gladiator's a lot more safe than Necro is, and SRS is just in general very safe, at least the style that we play. So that is kind of where we're at on everything. I'm just in full recovery mode, taking it literally one single day at a time. And, you know, hopefully we'll be good in the next month. They said 4 to 6 weeks, so we're gonna get there. We're gonna recover. We're gonna get back to our old selves. So, guys, I appreciate y'all listening and sticking with me through the lack of uploads and content, and the content that I have given you guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed a great deal. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. You take care of yourselves, and God bless.